And yo, I'm gonna need a right-hand man. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails, a Grand Arena story. Folks, we're still getting a little bit caught up here. This is the final match of the week 3 of this current 3v3 season. And a lot of things going on here, guys, actually. Lots of counters that I haven't tried before that I think you guys are going to enjoy. So, here's the situation. We're facing Jetlagged, which is the old account from Blade Bok. You guys remember I got destroyed by Blade a few seasons ago. Really good player, and he has since said that he's quitting, and maybe he will continue to, but he gave this account to a person named Jayla, and so the account is called Jetlagged, and so we're in the top 100. You can see that I actually have the advantage on some levels for mods, which is exciting, and for relics, in fact. Not used to having an advantage here, but really good player, really good everything. So, I mean, that's how you get into the top 100, is either you are really good, or you have really good account, or it's both, obviously, but yeah. Anyways, so I actually, I'm sorry to say, guys, I did not take screenshots, or if I did, I can't find them, of my defenses. So, suffice to say, I put 3 Galactic Legends and Starkiller down, as well as a bunch of other stuff. We just have no evidence of any of it, so I apologize for that. That's, that's since been rectified. So, here's what my opponent placed. I did find records of that. And so the tricky part is they placed 3 Galactic Legends and Starkiller and Darth Revan all in that front zone. All in the bottom front zone. And, I mean, gosh, you guys will see. It's very tricky to plan around. Up top, they placed General Skywalker, Hux, I mean, nothing too crazy. CLS, it's all okay teams. GL Nute, everything's fine, but gotta get to that bottom zone. So before we get into the actual fighting, folks, just want to remind you, if you want to support the channel for free, all you have to do is help me mount the algorithm. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, comment, etc. Would love to, I don't know, have your support. I don't know, guys. I'm super tired today, so hopefully I'm not too delirious. Let's actually get into the fighting, though, shall we? Please help me mount the algorithm, guys. I'm your only hope. Whatever that means. Oh, wow. Well, here is a preview of what you're going to see in part 2 after we do the live segment, folks. Alright. So, let's take Lord Vader against Rey. I watched a few videos of this, actually, folks, and so we're speeding it up because it goes, I won't give away the result, but it does go pretty close to the end, if not all the way to the end. And so you can see, one thing I wasn't anticipating, I didn't think that my crew was just Relic 8. I thought he could eat a whirlwind. You guys will see, Royal Guard eats a ton of whirlwinds and ultimates and everything, like, easy. But okay, so I've seen a lot of videos of Lord Vader versus Rey, and sometimes it gets a little bit close to the end, but like Lord Vader usually just destroys them over time. Like, they can't really kill him, but he just pops his ult over and over again, and you'll see, I mean, he pops his ult. I think we get like 4 or 5 ults from him, and he's starting to do some seriously crazy damage. But the problem being, Rey is constantly doing lifeblood because Hoda and Hoda are constantly healing her. So she's not doing as many whirlwinds as she normally would, maybe. But they're healing her, so she's just... and all of that lifeblood that she is accumulating, it just stacks on her. It never goes away. Like, if she gets to 10 billion lifeblood, she could, theoretically, get to some crazy numbers over time. And so... and we're just stuck behind Holdo. Like, we can't even do anything without taking Holdo out. So we've got a minute and a half left. Haven't even taken out Holdo. Finally got Holdo into damage immunity. I'm like, well, we better at least kill Holdo here, please. The crit avoid, honor, it's a whole mess, folks. They've got their ult. Look at Royal Guard, just camping out there like a boss. Okay, let's pop the ult again. Alright, Holdo's gone. But now, dear lord, I mean, Rey has an enormous amount of protection, and she has crit damage up, or crit of whatever it is, crit immunity. And I hit it auto for a little bit, but auto just, you guys tell me to hit auto sometimes, and I'm like, it just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't play it well. So, okay, we timed out, damn it all. We only had 3 GLs for offense, and so we're going to try to Zerg Rey down. So I didn't show every single burner, guys. I think we did do a couple burners here. I tried to maul here with Watt and L3, just as I was like, well, we wanted to get Rey, to keep Rey in the yellow, and so I thought maybe if Rey went, she'd hit that yellow spot, or that she'd stay in the yellow, and then whatever his name is, Maul, could waltz in and just take her out. But it's not really working that way. So, yeah, I mean, he can do some damage, but okay, she's got her ult. And it was actually a little bit foolish because I needed Watt for my Sith Eternal to be able to beat the Jedi Master Luke. So we're gonna keep at it though with Rey and everything, and it's great apparently. Wonderful. Very cool. Alright, sending in burners. Alright, let's send in our best Jedi. And Rey again. It's green. We didn't want that. We wanted her to stay in yellow. Stay in yellow, and then she doesn't have to hit that damage immunity. And it's just this really awkward thing. It's like we can't even hurt her. We can't target Hoda. So what do we do? Okay, finally, we can start hitting her a little bit, and, we're just trying to Zerg her down, obviously. The problem being, okay, so there's Savior triggered, and then she also, she's got her Master's training. Gosh, she was getting kind of close there. She could pop her ult, though. Now, the Master's training just makes it so hard to kill her, because plus 50, I guess it's just plus 25% defense, but... Okay, so, alright, let's just cool it off for a little bit. We're hemorrhaging teams, so, at this point I was like, okay, I think we just lose. We can't even get through the bottom zone. Like, we don't have anything. We have 3 Galactic Legends, one of which just got thrown away. Lord Vader got thrown away because we timed out, and so... let's make the best of it. Let's kill what we can. And to be clear, guys, I didn't actually give up. I thought maybe we were just screwed, but let's use Supreme Leader Kylo. I haven't used this counter yet this time. This used to be super consistent in 3v3 to be able to take Kylo and, Daka Zombie to be able to beat this. And then they changed the AI. It made it so that in 5v5 this doesn't work anymore. Kylo with a couple Night Sisters doesn't work anymore, but 3v3 it still does, at least in theory. I haven't tried it yet. Hadn't tried it up to this point. So okay, they're slicing up old Daka, which isn't in the script. Like, what the hell, guys? And so she's not doing great. Luckily, Kenobi just bit the dust there. One of the Kenobis, the lesser Kenobi. The one that's just a general. But, alright. We've ramped up. He's got Foresight. Let's do another poke. 50 banners. Fair enough. Alright, we dropped 7. But, I mean, it's like, we're not going to clear anyways, right? So, I wanted to try Darth Revan against Jedi Master Luke to see what happens. Just to see what kind of thing. So, here's the thing about it, though, folks. There's actually some comps that beat Jedi Master Luke. And they don't involve Malak. Like, you want HK there instead. In fact, I just put more relic levels on my HK because he impressed me so much recently. So, anyways, I had just wanted to see this. So I was like, may as well, let's just try Darth Revan here and see what kind of things we can accomplish. And, you know, clearly not working. Clearly just, you know, let's just keep swinging, I guess. But, you know, this was me basically giving up, which I'm not proud of, frankly. But, okay. Alright, goodbye. Goodbye to you. And, alright, so here's one that I was like, alright, we gotta try this. So you have to get your Hux to be ruinously fast, guys. Really, really fast. To be able to outspeed their Mara Jade. And so mine, he might have my fastest speed set on him, which is saying something. So, anyways, you'll note that I'm trying to problem solve here. When I had red, I gave advantage back out, because once if you get rid of advantage on First Order TIE Pilot, then he gets foresight, and so does the rest of the team. And the other thing about it is we really wanted advantage on Hux to keep them from gaining turn meter. So last time, you'll remember, I went in and just got demolished because Starkiller has this crit immunity, and so the question is, like, how do we get around it? And what I had done with Red Trooper was just attack instead of put up the advantage. So you guys will see the difference here. So, I mean, he's still got that crit immunity. So we're not going to do a huge amount of damage. But, okay, so Starkiller goes, and then I don't know if that was RNG or if there's some part of the kits that I'm just totally missing. Oh, I think it's because so Palp missed because we had foresight up. I think that's what happened, actually. I was gonna say, I wonder what part of the kits made it so that all of them resisted that. Maybe I just got super lucky, but one way or another, we finally got through it with this team. Seems somewhat consistent, at least. I don't know. We'll have to experiment more with it. Alright, and then I was like, alright, let's try to get through this Darth Revan. I've always wanted to try Dash versus a full bastard Darth Revan team. And so, I'm debating here. The way you do it in 5s is you shoot Malak first with Landino, but we don't have the full 5-man team, and so I decided, let's just try to one-shot Darth Revan, and then we can clean the rest of them up if we need to. So, that's what we did. One-shot Darth Revan, and then Dash died. I was like, hey, let's keep Qi'ra alive a little bit longer. And then Landino died. And I don't know why she didn't do a flying sidekick to the nuts of Malak there, but she didn't. And, alright, folks. We're going to go to the voice segment now. Hold steady. And to be clear, we're using these troopers against Rey. We're coming back to Rey. We're taking it around for another pass. One last desperation heave. It does. Oh, there's a good heal. Damn it all. Yeah, we're already screwed here, folks. So that's good. Good. So let's punch her into damage immunity here. Cool. Okay. Who knows, maybe we can still manage it. Looks like Veers is next regardless. Come on now. Let's do this. Let's get it. Okay, not much punching. Not as much punching as we should be doing. Okay, let's get turn meter for my friends here. We are super close here, actually, guys. Wow. Come on. Come on. Get her. Do it. I didn't think that was going to work. Oh, looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Alright, folks, so we got through it, and you have to realize I'd been at this at Podfest the entire week, and so this is a stream on Monday morning after I had been in the airplane for a long time and had barely slept and everything. So it was a fairly huge relief that I was able to even, I was like, are we just not going to clear the front zone? I'm super embarrassed, kind of. It just didn't feel good. And my opponent had full cleared, even though I was almost certain she wasn't going to be able to. And I'll tell you guys what ended up happening later, but it was very surprising. So I was like, man, if we can't even clear this front zone, this is pretty bad. So, all right, anyways, we're back. We took out that Ray team with Hoda. Finally, Troopers did pretty well, guys. So here's the thing. Jedi Master Luke, we need to take him out. We don't have... oh, so this is actually... this is a little bit too far ahead. Okay. So, Jedi Master Luke, we've tried. That Darth Revan team didn't work, so it's preloaded, turn meter, all this stuff. But we don't have Watt to keep the... to keep ability block off of Sith Eternal. And Sith Eternal needs to get Link out. It doesn't matter if he's ability blocked afterward, he just needs to get Link out. He doesn't have tons of tenacity or anything. So what we're doing now, we take 2 Sith, one of them at least, that's going to die pretty easily. And so what's going to happen is they'll ability block Sith Eternal, but once one Sith dies, he, like all the other Sith plus Sith Eternal, all regain all their health and protection, and they dispel all debuffs. And so you'll see that it's kind of a tricky way. You have to spend banners to do it, but it's a sneaky way to get Sith Eternal up to to be able to link on the first turn if you can lose one of your Sith right away. So okay, you see he had ability block for a minute, but then the Sith died and now he doesn't. So now let's link, and then these Jedi are going to hurt themselves. They're going to keep giving him more protection, which is fancy, super fancy. Just waiting for our ultimate. Backpack Emperor, man. He does some good work. So we're gonna pop our ult and pray that they don't ability block us. I mean, we're already ability blocked, but let's pray that they don't at some point. So, okay, we got a little bit lucky there. Luke did his ability block attempt and we didn't stick it. So, thank goodness we beat that team. Terrible banners again. And okay, let's use Night Sisters to clean up this Darth Revan team, this Darth Revan-less Darth Revan team. So Basti's got to go first because she's got her whole suite of debuffs. And what I was telling chat was this is really easy to clean up a lone Malak. Because, I mean, have you guys ever tried in 3s to solo Night Sisters with Malak? You just get stun locked and lose eventually. Like, you can't actually win that fight. But for whatever reason, maybe it's because I didn't have Daka, because remember Daka and Zombie were with our Supreme Leader Kylo to kill it. We just couldn't do it. So after trying to figure out what we wanted to do against this Darth Malak, I finally decided let's just use Aura Sing Lead for bounty hunters, and with Mando, and eventually maybe we'll be able to, pop our ult. Okay, we got our ult. Let's just take out Malak, and okay, let's go to the back zone. Finally, we cleared the back zone. What a relief, folks. That was an enormous relief. In the back zone here, nothing too crazy. They do have General Skywalker up top though, so I didn't have. You have to realize, guys, I had hemorrhaged teams into that Rey squad for nothing, no gain. I was just like, hey, let's just throw all of our stuff in there and we'll just... So all of the teams moving forward are all a little bit hodgepodge, a little bit sketchy. All of the fights are sketchy because of that. because we used so many teams, a ruinous amount of teams. And so we're using Wampa here, and it has a decent win rate. You'll be able to see. Okay, so healing immunity on General Skywalker, which is nice. Look at that. He's, oh man, he was in the deep red. He took us out, but we killed all the ads at the very least. So, you know, and Jetlagged failed quite a few times. So I was kind of fostering hope. I'm like, man, maybe we can come back from behind and actually, like, if we can full clear, we might be able to win. And you know, I don't think that was a completely unreasonable thought. So we're going to use Thridian here on the CLS. You guys have seen me do this a few different times. And it's always just, it's a tricky business, to be honest. I mean, it always feels tricky. Even the ones that end up being, you know, like easy wins or something, it always feels a little dicey. So, all right, we're just trying to keep Luke fractured so that we can take out Chupio. And I guess, I mean, we don't want Luke to gain much turn meter, so I guess putting daze on him is actually not a bad idea. Of course, we're just trying to armor shred Chupio and hold, so we're holding Luke hostage while we take out Chupio, essentially, because otherwise it's just 3PO, and he can call that assist, he can put expose on, all that stuff. Like, he's good for sure, but at the same time he's not doing attacks. So, you know, keeping Luke in. Remember, you need Thrawn's unique Zeta to be able to reduce your opponent's turn meter whenever you use a special on one of your Empire characters. So, I mean, this is pretty rinse repeat once you figure out what you want to do. You know, once you figure out how to do it, I should say. So, I'm just looking for the you know, the best solution for whatever, you know, whenever. Oh gosh, I'm like trying to tell you guys. I just, when I have a problem, I try to just do the best thing possible. It just doesn't. I'm so tired. I'm telling you guys awesome things, but I mean, I guess the thing that I will communicate is that it's just, it's a lot. It takes practice to play that team. I guess that's probably the best way to say it. So, all right, let's move on. Now we've got Rex and Fives. I'd had this half-formed idea. Remember, this is all con thing. Like, I'm just trying to, you know, I was at Podfest trying to, you know, learn about podcast stuff, and so this whole time I'm, you know, I had this half-formed idea of maybe I'll be able to, you know, I'll be able to just take out, you know, I'll be able to use this team with, you know, use Rex and Fives with Watt, and then obviously, like, I just squandered Watt, so I don't really know what was going on there, but we do have, I was like, I don't have anyone that's good that can go with Rex and Fives right now that I can spare. So I threw in Omega, and actually, I don't know, she took a fair amount of aggro, at the very least. I mean, that's kind of her lot in life anyways, is for other Star Wars fans, people hate on Omega. So, alright, this GL Nute team, it's a little dicey. I mean, I have relic Geos and everything, but, I mean, you're always like one huge hit from Jango away from just total destruction, you know? And so I was trying to get, what was it? Well, one of those debuffs on Jango, and it didn't land. It was unfortunate, but alright, he's available for death now. Let's just zerg him down. And then eventually, the awesome thing, guys, if you get extorted while you are, you know, while you're running Geos, you can actually just pay the extortion, and it sends everyone to assist anyways. See how that works? See? Alright. Oh, he's still got one more life. What the hell, man? I mean, I was trying to save, I was trying to preserve my, you know, my Nute's life so that we could get the Brood Alpha in and heal everyone. But we dropped 3 more banners. We've been hemorrhaging banners, guys, even with one shots. So, alright, Hux versus Mon Mothma. You guys, if you've seen my old seasons of stuff, you'll be able to tell, like, gosh, well, they killed Cassian right away. That's pretty terrifying, actually. But you guys will, I've used this comp quite a few times, actually, to take out Hux. And so that's what we're doing here. Yay for that. And once you take out Hux, I mean, Hux and Vader, I think the only leaders where they have a leadership ability that goes away when they die. I'm actually not sure. Let me know in the comments, guys. I can't think of another leadership. Like, usually, there are a few things that persist with Hux, but not all of them. Like the dominance or whatever domination ability, like that's his leadership. But when he dies, it goes away. And so, you know, they're not. Once he's gone, it's significantly easier to beat the rest of the team. But I mean, the tricky thing is, like, they focus down so much. Their basics do so much damage that they just killed Cassian right away and gave us kind of a scary thought, a scary situation for a little bit. All right, we got the 3rd upgrade, the 3rd promotion for Worthless Guy, and we're 57. Great. Let's see what's next. Oh, General Skywalker. So we took Dooku here, and I'd been hoping for that exact thing. Skywalker would hit Dooku a couple times, we'd stun him back, and that would be that. So, alright. Let's do his fleets. Finalizer. I haven't fought a Finalizer for a very long time. So let's clear this back zone first. And remember, guys, all of the teams that I have are just a little bit sketch. So we do have Fin Poe, so we'll try that, I suppose. Just because you can nuke Vader here, potentially. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to use, though, because this one will stun Vader as well. But, you know, it dispels, and so you kind of want the dispel because you don't want to get stuck behind Zaalbar. Now, man, I did an AoE, and it actually kills me, man. I did that AoE, and it actually healed Vader. So, but Poe to the rescue. Vader goes into Merciless, and I was telling Chad, I'm like, as long as we can keep him from going into Merciless, we'll be good. And then he gets into Merciless, I'm like, oh man, we're screwed. And then his first hit was on Poe, and Poe's like, no, I'll just kill you now. And that's what he did. It was pretty epic of Poe, if you ask me. Even if you don't ask me, it's objective truth, folks. Epic. Can something be objective truth and be epic? Like, yeah, I don't know. Alright, so we've got, look at this, Bossk lead with Fennec and Embo. Like, what's going on here? But, okay, watch Embo, though. He's got the basic. He's able to dispel Finn, which is very important, because you don't want to get stuck behind his taunt. Okay, so they're doing a ton of damage to poor old Bossk here, and we really need to take out Finn. But Embo, no one ever uses Embo on offense, actually. This is pretty fun, though. Like, he's so clutch being able to dispel on basic. I mean, I'm not saying that he's an amazing character, but I needed something, because I'd already used Mando elsewhere. So, there it is, folks. I mean, 54, nothing too crazy, but yeah, okay, so Bad Batch, he put Grievous with Dooku and Nest. Or she put them, but I mean, the thing that a lot of people don't realize, and I had to be taught this too, so I'm not you know, trying to act superior, but what you don't realize is the Bad Batch is actually very good at taking Nest out. You just have to understand how everything works, because healing immunity is the thing. It's a huge enemy of Nest. Like, Nest, She doesn't like it. She hates healing immunity, in fact. And so, we're going to get her alone first. Got to take out Grievous and Dooku, which we did. And now, I'm actually going at somewhat normal speed, a little sped up. But we're just trying to, we stun her, we do the healing immunity on her. And then when Hunter attacks it with his basic, it reduces turn meter. So you don't want Hunter to do his basic, but because they have translation from tech, Hunter is able to like just basically never use his basic. So that's good. You want Nest to take a turn. She'll come out of stealth, and then you hit her again because she's still healing immune and she's dazed, so she can't hit us back. And eventually we'll stun her again, and you see she's red. Eventually she'll get another turn. Just playing with my food. I mean, we've still got 3 minutes left almost. And so, you know, just waiting, biding our time. She finally comes out and popped her. There we go. 57. Finally decent score. Jeez. Okay, so I guess we use Padme here against this Boba squad. It's a little bit fancy of us. Alright, let's take him out. Alright, there's rocket into General Kenobi's noble face, and now he's gone. He gone. And I mean, it's all over but the crying. IG and Kuiil are really cool team. They're really Kuiil teams, guys, or characters, but they really need the right support to be good. And then if you have the right support, they're amazing. They're so good. But alright. 54. What else do we have? I feel like we have one other team we gotta take out. Yeah, okay. Embo lead. And we're so short on teams, guys. We're using Grandmaster Yoda lead. I happen to have it Zeta'd, which is nice. But man, what a duel for the ages here, folks. We've got Grandmaster Yoda with Ezra and Jolee versus Embo, Scion of Django, and the newly departed, I don't know, was that Zam? Was that Zam? I don't remember. So, jeez, let's just get this over with, shall we? Ezra almost died, actually. What the hell, Scion of Django? I thought you were supposed to be terrible or something. I mean, Ezra one-shot him, so that's good. And yeah. So now let's do fleets. Alright, we've got home one against this. So I should just note here, folks, that I did the math going into fleets, and I needed an 80-something average to be able to beat him, which means I couldn't win. I couldn't win, and so it's like, okay, let's play this, but let's do it a little bit dumb because I want to try something. And so I went with, you're supposed to heal Biggs there. You're supposed to cleanse him and heal him so that he keeps everyone else alive. And I didn't, just because I wanted to see what happened. I even told Chad, I was like, all right, we're going to do this. We'll try this. And, you know, it clearly didn't work out. We lost this, but it was because I was going to lose anyways. Like, you guys know I take credit for all my failures, and I mean that just kind of wasn't a failure for me, I guess. So, all right, look at how close Echelon comes to dying. At least one time was in the red. Yep, there's another time. Freaking Echelon, man! What the hell? Why can't mine heal like this? This is crazy. This is BS, is what it is. So I guess let's bring in Spy, and yeah, let's melt Echelon finally. All right, who do we want to take out? Probably the person with buzz droids, because everyone can assist. And yeah, there we go. Not good banner, 68. And then I guess we'll use Negotiator to kill Barriss. Gosh, seems like Seems like overkill here, but Star Fortress acting out again. Have to kill it first, but I mean, Negotiator's got the tools. It's yeah, it's two fleets that are basically, I mean, they're pretty opposite. Radis is still a decent fleet, but man, and obviously Negotiator's way more powerful. So, oh, excuse me, just playing with my food there, guys. And oh yeah, let's finish off this Negotiator with my finalizer. I mean, we took out Anakin and everything, so shouldn't be that tough. Let's take out Ahsoka. She's the one who can do damage. And hey, look at that. My Echelon actually has decent health protection right now. It's pretty fancy, if you ask me. Alright, I mean, it's all fairly self-explanatory, guys, and I'm like about to fall asleep. So we gotta get this out though. I'm already a few minutes late for my upload, my daily upload. So we gotta knock this out, and then to bed with me. But I mean, you guys have seen this. Finalizer, it eventually just devolves into passing the turn to Silencer, and Silencer killing everything. Like, he just kills the whole town. He doesn't care. He's like, you know what? Kill you too. He's like Oprah, but with death, you know? So, yeah, let's take out... Everyone's like, dude, you gotta knock it out. You gotta chill. Like, we had that handled. We had that covered. And he's like, yeah, I'll just kill it now anyways. So, there it is, guys. We got the full clear. Not super close in banners, but we got the clear. We got the clear. And honestly, I was pretty proud of myself. Like, that was I was telling the stream, I was like sure we weren't going to clear that front zone, and then it ended up clearing it. So that being said, folks, let's go to my final thoughts, shall we? Alright, so, final thoughts. This was kind of a gut punch, guys. And this isn't the final score, by the way, in the background. This is from the match right before it. But, anyways, I was so sure my opponent had no way to clear my back zone, because I had all the Galactic Legends. They used a lot of Galactic Legends in the front, the way I try to trap them. And then they used a Landino team. Can you believe it? It's Dash, Landino, and Vader Chewie. And they just, Jedi Master Luke team couldn't kill Vader Chewie. And so they eventually got to the point where Landino could just one-shot Barriss and took out, I mean, they took me out. So Lando's good, guys. You'll see in my next match, actually. I've already done the attacks. I don't know what the final results are yet. My opponent hasn't attacked. It's actually, ironically, it's the guy in the background here, this Zarko guy. But Lando does crazy things when he's with Dash and Vader. So you guys will see that. At the end of the day, though, no excuses. So, I was getting back from a con. I was tired, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, Jolee outplayed me. She won. Congrats to her, and we'll do better next time. So, yeah, we'll do better. Learning a lot in these last few matches, folks. Hate to lose, but there's been some pretty interesting stuff. So, all right, what was your favorite part? Let me know. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. And remember that in all things, Zareth goes to bed immediately after this. Have a good one, everyone.